Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel where we explore the rich tapestry of stories from around the world. Today, we're journeying deep into the heart of the Congo to uncover a fascinating folk tale, a story of cunning, consequence, and a very clever leopard. This is the tale of the leopard's revenge. In a lush, vibrant village nestled beside a great river, there lived a man named Zambi. Now, Zambi was known throughout the land for his exceptional skill with a bow and the arrow. His aim was true, and he was the village's most celebrated hunter. However, with his fame came a heavy dose of pride. Zambi believed he was the master of the forest, superior to all the creatures that dwelled within it. One sun-drenched afternoon, as Zambi was striking game, he stumbled upon a magnificent sight. A powerful leopard, its coat a stunning mosaic of gold and black, was teaching her two young cubs how to hunt. They were playing, pouncing on leaves and tumbling over each other in a display of pure, wild innocence. But Zambi didn't see innocence. He saw a challenge. He saw a threat. Driven by his arrogance, he decided he would rid the forest of these predators. He raised his bow. The string pulled out, and he aimed at the mother leopard. But just as he was about to release the arrow, a wise elder from his village, who happened to be gathering herbs nearby, called out to him, "Zambi, stop! What are you doing? Do not harm the mother leopard. Her spirit is strong, and to spill her blood without cause will only bring misfortune upon you and our village." Zambi scoffed. "Oh, man, you worry too much. I am the greatest hunter. These beasts are a danger. I am protecting us." He ignored the elder's warning, released the arrow, and it flew straight and true. The mother leopard fell. Her life cut short in an instant. The two small cubs, terrified and confused, scattered into the dense undergrowth, their joyful chirps replaced by whimpers of fear. Zambi, swelling with pride, returned to the village, boasting of his skill. He displayed the leopard's beautiful pelt for all to see. While some villagers praised his skill, the elder looked upon him with sad, knowing eyes. "You have made a grave mistake, Zambi," he sighed quietly. "An act of needless cruelty never goes unanswered by the spirits of the forest." Zambi just laughed it off, convinced of his own greatness. Months turned into a year, and the incident was all but forgotten by most. Zambi continued to hunt, his arrogance growing with each successful expedition. The two orphan leopard cubs, however, had not forgotten. They had survived, their sorrow and loss hardening into a burning desire for justice. They grew strong, fast, and incredibly cunning, their senses sharpened by the harsh realities of fending for themselves. They were no more longer playful cubs. They were formidable hunters, united by their shared memory. They watched Zambi from the shadows. They learned his routines, his favorite hunting paths, the times he left the village and the times he returned. They observed his habits with a patience that only nature can teach. They knew that a direct attack on a hunter of his skill would be foolish. Their revenge had to be as sharp and precise as the arrow that had taken their mother. They formulated a plan, a strategy born from grief and instinct. One evening, as dusk began to settle and paint the sky in shades of orange and purple, the leopards put their plan into motion. They knew Zambi kept his most prized possessions, not gold or jewels, but his hunting tools and the pelts of his greatest kills in a special hut at the edge of the village. The first leopard crept silently to the far side of the village and let out a series of loud, distressed roars, mimicking the sound of a beast caught in a trap. Instantly, the village was in an uproar. The men, including the ever-eager Zambi, grabbed their spears and torches and ran towards the sound, ready to face the danger. This was exactly what the leopards had anticipated. As Zambi and the other hunters raced away, the second leopard, moving like a silent shadow, slipped into the now unguarded village. It went directly to Zambi's prized hut. With swift, powerful swipes of its claws, it shredded the thatch roof. It clawed his treasured pelts to ribbons, snapped his bows, and splintered his arrows. It didn't steal anything of material value to a human. Instead, it systematically destroyed everything that represented Zambi's pride and the identity as a hunter. Every broken arrow was a cry for its mother. Every torn pelt was a testament to Zambi's arrogance. Meanwhile, on the other side of the village, the first leopard had vanished back into the forest, its job done. The hunters found nothing but trampled leaves and an eerie silence. Confused and frustrated, they headed back. As they approached the village, Zambi saw the chaos. His heart pounded in his chest when he saw the state of his hut. He rushed inside, and a cry of pure anguish escaped his lips. His life's work, the symbols of his supposed greatness, lay in ruins. There was no more gold missing, no more food stolen. The destruction was personal, targeted, and complete. In the softness outside the hut, he saw the clear, unmistakable paw prints of not one, but two, fully grown leopards. In that moment, The elder's words from a year ago echoed in his mind. An act of needless cruelty never goes unanswered. The truth hit him like a physical blow. This wasn't a random attack. This was revenge. The cubs he had orphaned had grown up, and they had returned not to take his life, but to take his pride, the very thing that had driven him to commit his cruel act. Nzambi fell to his knees amidst the wreckage of his arrogance. He had been outsmarted by the very creatures he had looked down upon. He had lost his tools and his trophies, but he had gained a harsh and valuable lesson. He understood that the forest did not belong to him. He was a part of it, not its master. True strength, he realized, was not in the power to take a life, but in the wisdom to respect it. From that day on, Nzambi was a changed man. He crafted a new bow, but he hunted with a newfound respect and humility. He taught the younger hunters not just how to aim an arrow, but how to understand the delicate balance of the wild. He spoke of the intelligence of animals and the importance of living in harmony with nature, not in dominion over it. The leopards were never seen near the village again. Their mission was complete. They had not taken a life for a life, which would have only continued a cycle of violence. Instead, they delivered a more profound form of justice. They had attacked Nzambi's ego, the root of the problem, and in doing so, they had not only avenged their master but had also transformed their greatest enemy into an advocate for their world. And so, the story of Nzambi and the leopard's revenge became a legend in the Congo, a powerful reminder passed down through generations. It teaches us about the consequences of arrogance, the deep intelligence of the animal kingdom, and the idea that justice can sometimes be more about teaching a lesson than about simple retribution. It is a tale that highlights the profound connection between all living things and the respect that we owe to the natural world. What do you think about this story? Does it change the way you see the relationship between humans and the animals? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. It's a powerful narrative that really makes you think. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into Congolese folklore. If you enjoyed this story and you want to hear more tales from around the globe, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us bring more of these amazing stories to you. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.